Okay guys, welcome to Path of Exile, Necropolis League. Thought I'd just do a little update video. I've decided to play Bow Gladiator for the first time. A couple of my guild members online. Looks like we've got some Templars, some Necromancers. Now, I'm playing a Bleed Gladiator. This is, I played like a few hours of the league. We got ourselves to Act 8 before we went to bed. It's 3 o'clock almost, so signed in, had some stuff to do, so I didn't get to really grind the league, but we're currently Act 8, and I'll show you what the build's functioning like, and I'll run you through my newbie gear at the moment. So I've been enjoying the league. I'll show you kind of how it works if you're interested. So when you go into a zone, the whole idea of this is you have this lantern, and this lantern shows you what's going to be in the zone. So for example, the monster at the top there is going to have cast speed, then the second monster is going to have maim on hit, res, and you can order them how you like. So if you want the hard mod to be on the bottom, you can do that, and what that means is there will be less of them. So you can make it as hard or as difficult as you want. And my gear, I've got a simple fletch bow here with some fizz, put some mana on it. Sorry, put some flat fizz on it. This is my first semi-decent piece of gear. I found this just a few moments ago. Life and res. Some. It's not even a bad amulet, you know, to be completely honest. A little bit of fizz, life, quiver. Found this random corrupted thing on the floor with some res. Just fizz on the bow with some life. Got a couple of reses here. Strength, life. It's all just incredibly basic stuff. Now my ascendancy is basically bleed bow. So what this means is my attacks have a chance to cause bleeding, and now they explode. So I've literally just ascended, and it's made such a difference, the bleed explosion. So what you'll see here is when they pop, that is because every time I kill, it's not a chance to explode, they simply do explode. So with some mods it's a chance. With the Gladiator Ascendancy, it is just they explode. And so it's just really helped the clear speed out. So my sort of playstyle is I chuck them down with bleeds, with split arrow, and then I can wind up a big snipe like this. I'll wind up a big snipe and I aim it at the guy, and then he will hopefully tick down. Now obviously we are leveling gear, so my damage isn't the best, links aren't the best. We're on a 4-link gear, although I will say the start of the league went pretty well. I have got 2 4-links, which doesn't sound like much in Act 8, but I've had these 4-links since about, I think like maybe even Act 4 or something. I got an Orb of Binding, I found a 4-link, I got a Ritual. I really hate this Voodoo Doll mod. I'll be honest, I'm not even exactly sure how that Voodoo Doll mod works. Maybe somebody can tell me, but we're in an abyss, but it's just nice, and I'm beginning to see how it will play in maps. So yes, abyss monsters that are souped up, always going to be a bit sketchy, but once the pops get going like this, to be honest, when I'm leveling, if there's something that's just way too tanky, I just leave it. It's really not worth the effort. Like this early on, it's not worth sweating over a rare that's probably not going to drop much, but I'll give him a snipe there, and it's just been going quite well. I've got a little mana forged arrow set up. I need to get ensnaring arrow actually on the go, definitely. That's kind of important. So sorry, we've looped around here, haven't we? But yeah, the gear's pretty, just totally basic. Again, I've just got cruelty, puncture, vicious projectiles and snipe, and split arrow, mirage archer, vicious projectiles and chain. And I haven't had any problems. The only time I've died in the campaign so far was Act 1, and that's because I didn't really understand how the league mechanic worked, and I ran through 2 zones, and I got perma-frozen, and then the rowers also stunned me, and I didn't realise I'd put like chance to massively freeze, plus it was like 60 move speed on like the most common monster, and it just ran me down and killed me. But since I've understood how the league mechanic works, it's been alright really. So watch this, give him a channel, big snipe, you know, watch him tick down. It's honestly not bad. Like, yeah, it's a bit clunky, but at least the clunkiness merits the damage. Like, I give this guy a big snipe, he dies. So yeah, you have to stand still. You can use Frostblink. Playstyle isn't like the best, but it is a league start bow. and I've not league started a bow build in forever. Now the actual league mechanic, if you're interested, as opposed to just buffing stuff up, you collect these monsters, yeah? Once you've collected the monster, you can go and bury it, and then it allows you to craft something. And you don't have to kill anything, you don't have to do an annoying fight, you can just go and craft something. So at the moment, I'm kind of using them like an alchemy orb. Like, you can combine the bodies together. So let's say one of the bodies, say, has extra fire mods and has extra life mods, and then you click craft a ring, you're probably going to get a fire res ring, something like that. But I'm just kind of just doing every body as an alch. So you can see here, let's put the most common to have rarity. I don't want to get fizz as extra. I don't want to get hindered, and I don't want life as extra, really. So let's do that. Normally you wouldn't mess around with them, but for this one, and then also the bodies have a chance to drop things. So for example, if I wanted to say, let's have 3 to 7 packs have the chance to drop an abyss jewel, I can go ahead and do that. So yeah, we could put that on there for a chance, just to show you how it works. And then when I go in this zone, it will have a chance to drop an abyss jewel, and also the rarity. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to get an abyss jewel, because we know Path of Exile, it's a chance. But look at those pops, man. Well, it's satisfying now that I've got the pops. Kind of cooking, boys, kind of cooking. There you go, there's an abyss jewel. And that's kind of like how the league works. So there you've got some life, you know. So it's, as well as making it more sketchy and have more damage, they do drop stuff. And again, the crafting system looks pretty basic but also complex, which is good. Like, you want it to look quite simple but also have some depth, and it looks like it's got that. So I can't remember. Yeah, we were traveling up here, I think, for some fizz dot multi. I won't do that abyss because it just takes too long. But so far, I've been quite enjoying it. There's an Orb of Binding, another little falling. I always do enjoy a league start. I have a bit of a ritual. I always order some takeout food. And it's been nice as well because they've made EU start at 7 PM. Starting at 7 PM was just much better. Don't know if anyone else has felt that change, but after playing, if you play 3 or 4 hours at 7 o'clock, it's 11 PM, right? You smash the game for 5-6 hours, mate. It's 1-2 AM, right? It's not 5 AM, right? You can get to bed at 2 AM and still wake up like a normal human. Whereas when it was starting at 9-10 PM and then there was league start issues, it was a problem. Okay, so let's see how this handles. Now, she doesn't move too much, so bleed might not be the best. I'll wind up a snipe on her, though. Got channeling my snipe here. Channel it like Legolas. Did I hit her? Alright, there's one. Right. That's not bad. Change that over. We'll wind up another big snipe. That's not a bad dodgery, to be fair. Considering I'm on a scuffed ass falling. I've definitely had worse. Lovely stuff. And she drops me a bow. So what I'll do here is when I get this checkpoint, I'll show you the crafting just for a quick second. So if you go into Necropolis here, what basically goes on, this is kind of your league mechanic. You have these sections for bodies. So if I was to place a body, I'll go, okay, resistance modifiers are scarcer. Okay, well, I'll use that because I don't really want resistance mods on a bow. I don't want chaos mods on a bow. Let's add some quality to the bow. 200% increased crit chance. Yeah, that's cool. I don't use crit, but whatever. Don't want mana. Can I get mana on a bow? No, so I don't really care about that. Socket. Yeah, that's cool. Anything else? No, let's leave that. So then, once you've done these in a line, right, you go all the way down here to the last one, press craft, and you can choose something. So let's say, all right, let's do a weapon. All right, I'm looking for a bow. Let's exercise these demons. And then I'll go ahead and I'll pop a bow out. Now, it might be rubbish, but you don't have to kill anything, you know? Anything like that. You don't have to, like, fight some super annoying monster. And you can just use it as an alch if you want. Like, okay, there's a bow. So, could go and craft some flat fizz on that or whatever, you know? Or I can go in on here and say, alright, let's try... what should we try? Life... fire modifiers, and let's say life tier. All right, and then let's say, what should we say? Back up here, should we put resistance? All right, let's try and make a ring or something, right? And yeah, look, you might end up with nothing. There'll be some clever way to connect the bodies and do this, I'm sure, but it's as simple or as complex as you want. So, alright, this ring was pretty bad. But again, it takes 1 second. You don't have to kill anything. And you can just quickly jump in there and be like, alright, I'm going to try craft some stuff. You know, like sometimes you're struggling for alchs and you're not finding much rare gear. It's just a way to get a little bit of a stronger gear, really. So I've been enjoying it. Gonna carry on with the campaign now. We've got an abstingent spire here, and we shall I guess see you probably when I'm in maps or something. Alright. Could die here. It's a bit sketchy now. Cut the camera. Quick, cut it before I die. Alright, we're not going to fight him because he's just a brute, isn't he? I'm actually stuck, like, physically stuck. There's a rare. Oh, chill, mate. Jeez, bro. I've had enough of spires, mate, from last league. Alright. Let's just jump in there. Alright, we'll see ya.